Hey there viewers, and welcome back to another one of my maintenance slash repair kind of shows here on YouTube, courtesy of me, AdventureOflink. That's me. AdventureOflink. That's me. And in today's video, we're working on a Toyota Sienna, model year 2004. As you can see, she's got the big VVV-TI V633. Just so you know, today's instruction should apply to pretty much any 3.3 liter motor as a whole. It is 3MZ-FE. And what we're going to do today all the same is an engine oil change, a filter, and reset the maintenance required light. Like I said, this should work on pretty much any 3MZ-FE application and any second generation Toyota Sienna, which runs from 2004 through 2010 as a whole. So as Lord Voltaire would say, you better sit back, strap on, and let's get started on an oil change on this 3MZ-FE application. Let's do it. As you can see, the oil filter itself rests like down here, right where my fingers are. So step 0 could be to remove this exhaust shield here. There's 3 fasteners, one here, one here, one here. It's step 0 because you could get to the oil filter by removing the shield, or you can get at it underneath. I'll show you that later. It's pretty much up to you. Just spray some PB blaster, use transmission fluid, whatever, on the 3 fasteners for a couple days. Drive with it, let it soak in, reapply, and then loosen up as necessary. Just a fair warning though, exhaust temperatures can get upwards of 1200 degrees Fahrenheit, so keep that in mind as you loosen the fasteners, remove them, and remove the shield. You could remove the fasteners and then remove the shield later when it cools down. Other than that, the real step 1 is to get your vehicle up in the air, at least the front right side of the vehicle. Work smarter, not harder, kids, with a jack stand, drive-on lifts, ramps, forearm lift, something like that. Make sure your back wheels are secured and blocked off, parking brake secured, everything's loaded and square, because your safety matters on my channel, always. I care about your safety, even if you may or may not like me. I still care about your safety. As a quick tip, use a bottle jack rather than an actual hydraulic jack or a scissor jack, because as you can see right here, all I was doing was either chewing up the frame or at the very least, hopefully, busting off the crud, dirt, etc. So to be on the safe side, use a bottle jack and jack it up from right there. Put a jack stand right there and do it better than what I did, please. Yeah. Now it's time to put your wrench or socket or whatever on the drain bolt. It's a 14 millimeter. Let's crack this open. Let's do it. Make sure you have your oil pan secured though, so it doesn't go all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And I suppose from here I could just undo this by hand. Hey, this is much better. Position this a little bit better. Good, good, as the bug monster from Family Guy would say. Good. Good. Perfect. Black gold. And there you have it. Oil's coming out of the thing. Just so you know, here's your drain plug here. I'll put up the spec for later to be sure. I believe though it's like M12 by 1.25 millimeters. So if yours, stripped out, or if you want to upgrade yours to a fatter head like I did on Dad's Dodge Journey, then you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure your thread pitch and specification matches up. You're good to go. Now let's just sit here and just let this drain. Right, once the oil slows down to a crawl, just tighten her back up. Right, that'll do. Yeah, that's better. Just so you know, if there's a gasket, reuse it. If there isn't one, use one or don't. It's up to you, really. Just a heads up, make sure you don't double gasket it. That's a good way to start a leak. So just so you know, there's your oil filter right there. This big blue thing here. It could be some other color, depends upon what brand was installed. However, just clean your hands or use a rag. Slowly turn it off. Leave it at a full turn or thereabouts. Realign your oil pan. That ought to do it right there, because oil is going to come. Then from here, like I said, the oil filter rests underneath this exhaust shield. Slowly crack it loose. See, there it goes. All running. Slowly but surely let it go. Just keep going. It's hitting my pad, not the ground. That's a good thing. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ah, it's stretched out pretty long there, isn't it? Gotcha. A little bit of a long fight, but I got it. Make sure you check the gasket, make sure the entire thing is there. If it's not there, well, then you got to clean off the seal on the engine to get it all out. Like I said, don't double gasket it. That makes leaks, big leaks. EcoGuard X241, not a sponsor, as Eric O would say. Just what came on the vehicle. You could use this again. Well, with a new one, of course, it's the same brand. And now we got the new filter out. It's a Denso, not a sponsor, as Eric O would say, just what I chose to use. Turn it around to get the part number. All right, good. 150-2010, and then there's 115040-0080. Y'all know the drill. Just lube this gasket up with old engine oil, then screw it on till it's tan tight. It's time to fill the engine with oil. Got this SuperTech full synthetic 5W30 deck sauce from Walmart. Both not a sponsor, as Eric O would say, just what I chose to use. You could use pretty much any oil you please, as long as it's 5W30 and full synthetic, because that's what Toyota calls for with this motor. So we all know the drill by now. Open it up. Pop the paper seal. Take off as much as you can. Don't want that going in your engine. And just slowly pour it in. Try not to actually get it in the engine, in this hole, and not get it all over like I just did. For the love of all that is holy, please. Otherwise, your engine's going to be smelling like oil, that's for sure. Just so you know, this application calls for 5 quarts of motor oil, and we got exactly 5 quarts here. So I should just be able to dump the entire thing in this motor, and then we should be good to go. I'll be back, as long as I don't keep spasming out and spoiling it all over the place. Now should be able to start the engine and check for workmanship. Don't fret with that oil light staying on longer than what it does. Don't fret about that maintenance required either. We're going to reset that here shortly. But first, with everything started and no extra lights than what's usual, then, you come down underneath and check for workmanship. This means check underneath where the filter is for leaks. And check by where the engine oil drops out at. When you drain your motor oil, check all that for leaks. I don't see anything dripping. Then again, I got this glare in my eyes. All right, good. Cleared it with my arm here. Yeah, I think we're good here. And now to reset that maintenance required light. First thing you do is put your vehicle in run. You'll know it's in run because you'll have the oil light, the check engine light, the battery light, the brake light all on. Well, if you have the part and your brake on, like I said in the first place, you will have that on. No tachometer activity. Sorry about that, slip of the tongue. Then after that, I'm going to try to see if I can't do this with the camera running here. FYI, it's a kind of a two-handed procedure. You hold in the odometer button like so. Then you put it in run. There we go. Main REQD is on. And instead of blinking 3 times, it just blinked once and went out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let the storm rage on. Let's try again. And it goes away. Success. No more main REQD unless it comes on for a bulb check. Giggity. Now I'm off to go get another quart of full synthetic motor oil, 5W30, and throw it in here, and then get that fill up to the full line. Hey, this is Future Adventure Link here. Got a couple updates for you. First off, I want to say that today's video was edited with DaVinci Resolve. Not a sponsor, as Eric O would say, just what I chose to use. Because I built me a new video editing PC, and with the magic of video editing, I will put up the specs, hopefully, right around here or so. As a real quick thing, I will do a separate video on putting it through its paces and all that in another video, so be on the lookout for that, as well as my digital DEC PC Part 2, my Compact S Pro EN that I have yet to show off, except in a community tab and social media. So there is that. If you all have any problem with the editing or can help me out with DaVinci Resolve, please put in the YouTube comment box below this video. Let me know if I'm doing a good job or not. Also, I may experiment with other video editing programs like Sony Vegas Pro. Also not a sponsor, as Eric O would say, just an alternative that I'm considering when I can stop being poor and afford the $500 price tag. Oh, additionally, I keep seeing that all the subscribers and watch times and all that, like pretty much everybody that watches this channel, in spite of a 7,800, 7,900-ish subscriber count at the time this video was filmed and put on YouTube. To my subscribed people, if you're watching this, make sure you ring that bell so you don't miss another video from me ever again. Additionally, hopefully today will be the day I earn your subscription. Please hit the subscribe button and, like I said, ring that bell so you don't miss another video from me. Now, back to my past self to close this video out. There you have it, folks. How to reset the main REQD light and do a motor oil change on your second generation 2004 to 2010 Toyota Sienna or other 3MZ-FE application as a whole. Pretty simple and exciting, wasn't it? Yeah. Just so you know, when you're taking your first steps in your own auto maintenance requirements and doing it by yourself, you probably, for the most part, won't be having to rely on mechanics anymore or shops. So with this oil change job, some shops like Firestone, offer like winter and summer car care packages, that comes with the multi-point inspection, tire rotation, check the battery voltage level, check your fluid level, check for leaks, etc. So you're pretty much on your own with this. You know what I'm saying? Just, shake your tires down 12 and 6, 9 and 3. Check for any play. If there's any play, look where the play is coming from and where it's loosened up, or where the play comes from is your bogey. Like, could be a tie rod, could be your ball joint or something like that. Like I said, check for leaks, check your fluid levels, make sure they're all clean, good, and topped off. Rotate your tires. There's arguments about tire rotation. You could X to the front, X to the rear. Take the left side and then put the left front on the left rear, put the left rear on the left front, or vice versa for the other side. It's up to you. Just make sure if there's any directional bias, you make sure that the directional bias is in compliance. Otherwise, you're in for a rough ride and not a good time. Gonna have a bad time. So that's pretty much all I gotta say for an oil change and resetting the main REQD on this Sienna. So I'm gonna say I'm AdventureOflink. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, past, present, and future. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, praise, criticisms, etc., you all know what to do by now. Drop it in the YouTube comment box below this video. Don't forget to rate, share with a friend or family member or other 3MZ-FE application Toyota owner or other second generation Toyota Sienna owner preferred. Subscribe, and as Scotty Kilmer would say, ring that bell so you hopefully never miss another video from me again. Please do all this because it helps me grow, tells YouTube and myself if I'm doing a good job or not. I'm not making crappy videos, and I'm not just sitting here wasting my time, because unfortunately most of my videos don't get that much love. Some do, some really do. Most don't, so it is what it is there. Don't forget all the medical bills, social media links. Everything's down in the video description. Please consider gaining my fellowship today and donating today. Any amount helps out, even $1. And as Gain for the Grave would say, it'll keep this channel and myself alive and undead. And you all know what this means by now. Signing off with the wise words of wisdom from Eric the Car Guy. Be safe, have fun, and of course, stay dirty. And as Eric O would say, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Take care. See you for the next video. Until then, have yourself a good rest of your day, evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Have a good one.